Ladies and gentlemen, the Russell Cage Experience come to you right here, and this is the Q&A videos, if you will. And I've got 6 questions altogether here, maybe a few more. I'm taking them right from YouTube here. Didn't write them down this time. As promised, this is going to get this Q&A video or set of videos. I don't know how many there were going to be, but the first one comes from SUWANNN7. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, so we'll go from there. It says, did you know about Shane McMahon quitting WWE? If he goes to TNA, do you think TNA will be the second best wrestling company? Sam is the fan that wrote that in, as he said. I don't see, well, given the things that we have seen and heard, it looks like Shane McMahon's wanting to get more into MMA, so I don't see him going to TNA anytime soon. I really, honestly, I don't see Shane McMahon going to TNA at all with the entire... I think he'd want to stay on good terms with his father. That way, the door is always open. But once again, there have been fallouts between Vince and other wrestlers, and you've seen that if money was good for it, that things would get worked out. So I really don't see TNA getting Shane McMahon. They've got Hulk Hogan right now, so I mean, it is what it is, and I'm kind of interested in seeing how this whole Hulk Hogan thing plays out in TNA. So, Sam, thank you for that question from YouTube. Cool Samurai 5 sent me the next question. He said, do you agree what Vince McMahon said when he said, according to a website that I really don't visit that often, that MMA can't compete with WWE's sophisticated product? And what are your reasons as to why you agree or disagree with him on that? I think MMA is a style all its own, has a certain following all its own, but I really wouldn't call WWE's product sophisticated, to be, quite honest with you. It's the storylines are pretty simple and straightforward for the storyline purposes. I mean, come on, I mean, you're having a Little People's Court tonight on Raw, apparently, and I still don't know if I'm going to watch Raw tonight or not, but I mean, when you have storylines like that or little segments like that, you're not really that sophisticated. You're not really, so Vince is probably gone off the deep end. I wouldn't agree that his product's sophisticated, but MMA certainly can compete with WWE. But on the other exchange, MMA's not that sophisticated either. I mean, you got two guys beating the crap out of each other, and that's basically what it is. The only, the difference is the outcomes aren't predetermined, but overall, I would have to disagree with Vince McMahon saying that MMA can't compete with WWE. Personally, I like MMA. I like watching MMA. There have been some good fights that I've seen that have really impressed me. And I definitely would disagree that WWE being sophisticated, a sophisticated product. I think Vince is just thinking way too much of himself to be saying that, and so I mean I personally don't agree with that from him. So Phenom 8809 sent me a question about Abraham Washington. He said, when I first saw Abraham Washington, my thought was, I hope this guy can wrestle or he won't last long. If I'm not mistaken, you said the same thing, which I did. Are you surprised that Abraham Washington's show has lasted this long, and has your opinion of it changed, assuming you're still watching ECW? To me, he is best suited as a color commentator. Do you agree? I am shocked that the Abraham Washington show has lasted so long, and unfortunately, I think part of that reason is because of Tony Atlas, and not so much Abraham Washington. Um, I can see him being a commentator for WWE. Whether that will happen, I don't know. Um, I mean, he's good. He's good on the microphone. He's a good heel on the microphone, but you can only have so much of that. I mean, you know, you can be a good talker, but if you don't, wrestler, or even if he managed somebody, that really didn't have any good mic skills. If he managed somebody, I could understand him still being around. But with him still being around, given the fact that all he's doing is a talk show. I mean, it's taking up time on ECW that they could be using to push people further, like Vance Archer and Tyler Rex and Yoshitatsu and people like them, Shelton Benjamin even, Zack Ryder. My mind blanked out for a minute there. I mean, guys like that, they could potentially make more time for those people, and they're wasting it on somebody like Abraham Washington. Put Abraham Washington managing somebody like Ezekiel Jackson, who's a big man, probably. I've not heard his mic skills, and I'm trying not to be judgmental, but he probably doesn't have the best mic skills out there. So I'm surprised Abraham Washington's lasted as long as he has, and I mean, they need to do something different with him and put more time into their building of the superstar initiative. So that's the first set of videos. That was the first 3 questions there. I've got another question here from Sam, Chewy Aniayu, and Echo Ray 2736. So flip on over to part 2, and we will get this thing rolling.